What's up? Welcome back. Today we're in the last chapter of Proverbs 31, but this is also the last chapter that I'll read in this apartment. If you have not seen the video of me surrendering my life to Christ, go watch it now. I'm breaking down on the things that should have took place or have took place, but what should also be to come. And today is that day of me leaving the house. With that being said, the title of today's text is A Virtuous Woman, starting in verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. Verse 1.
This chapter was written by Lemuel. He was not a king in Israel, so he was probably a foreign king who converted to the worship of Israel's God.
What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows. Verse 2.
The Hebrew word for what is probably an implicit call to listen or a rhetorical question, what should you do? Lemuel's mother probably made a vow before his conception in 1 Samuel 1:11. Give not thy strength unto woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Verse 3.
Women who destroy kings are either adulteresses or multiple wives in Deuteronomy 17:17. David diverted his strength to an affair, and it distorted his judgment and ruined his family in 2 Samuel 11-12. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Verse 4-5. People in position of authority should avoid wine and strong drink, which could affect their judgment in Isaiah 5:22-23. Since all persons wear a hat of authority at some point, whether as a person or a voter in representatives organization, this warning applies to all. The king has a special responsibility to protect the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be heavy of hearts. Let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more.
Verse 6-7.
This is a sarcastic command. It intended to emphasize that alcohol is not appropriate for kings. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and the needy.
Verse 8-9.
Being dumb means being unable to be effective in court and get a fair hearing. Those appointed to destruction are literally vanishing. Each person has a responsibility to help the needy in Psalms 82:3. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Verse 10.
Virtuous in Ruth 2:1 implies practical competence, physical energy, strength in Proverbs 31:3, and financial wealth in Proverbs 13:22. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
Verse 11.
This is the only case where the Bible commands or commends trusting in anything but God. Her husband can trust her because she is godly. Spoil refers to her abundant profits. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Verse 12.
Good involves all that is spiritually and physically desirable and beneficial to life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands.
Verse 13.
Flax fibers used to make linen in Deuteronomy 22:11. She is like the merchant ship. She bringeth her food from afar.
Verse 14.
She could afford imported food. She rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens.
Verse 15.
Meat is literally prey in Psalms 111:5, implying diligence, strength, and cunning in Job 24:5. She considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms.
Verse 16-17.
It requires tremendous strength to earn the extra money to buy a vineyard, then to clear it of stones, plant the vines, dig a winepress, and build a tower to protect it, in Isaiah 5:2. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good, her candle goeth not out by night, verse 18. The burning candle symbolizes long life and prosperity. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff, verse 19. The spindle and the staff were used to make thread and to twist it into yarn. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor, yes, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy, verse 20. Her devotion is not only to her family, but also to her community. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet, verse 21. Scarlet clothing implied the best quality. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry, her clothing is silk and purple, verse 22. These bed coverings were probably for comfort and decoration. Silk may have been imported from Egypt, and purple dye came from Phoenicia in Ezekiel 27:7. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land, verse 23. She enabled her husband to sit among the elders, a respected local authority. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant, verse 24. She sells everything from the inner linen garments that are put on first to the outer belt or sash. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come, verse 25. She has strength like the young and honor like the old. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness, verse 26. Her instruction arises out of wisdom and kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness, verse 27. She is noted for vigilance and diligence. Bread of idleness is literally does not eat the food of idleness. She is no sluggard. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Verse 28 through 31. Here the wife is recognized and rewarded for her character and works. Even if all the rare virtuous women were gathered, her husband says that she would surpass them. Favor is grace or charm, and beauty is outward appearance in Ezekiel 16:14. Both are temporary. The end fruit of wisdom depends on its beginning, the fear of the Lord. Verse 10 through 31. This poem is an alphabetic acrostic. While Proverbs 1 through 9 describes the virtues of the symbolic lady wisdom, this passage celebrates the ideal flesh and blood wife. Just as most of the exhortations to the son in the rest of Proverbs can be applied to all people of both genders, everyone can learn from the example of this capable wife.